All right, welcome back to the Brown Balls podcast. We are a little late in our schedule, but we waited for the trade deadline to come. It's still not there yet, but we have some big NBA trades we got to get into. We have Keneal and we have a special guest, Amit, here to break down all the NBA trades that just happened. Guys, how's it going?
Good, man. Good, man. How are you, dude? I mean, there's so much we gotta talk about.
I'm
Never has
excited,
happened.
man.
This is gonna be a great
This is the
show.
stuff I was talking about with the
Exactly,
Lakers. This is the
exactly. And you
stuff.
know what? It's perfect timing because we have our special NBA guest here. Who knows all
Yes.
ins and outs about NBA, man. I mean, Sad is a Blazer fan here, but you know what? Welcome,
Uh,
welcome to Brown Ball Podcast, man.
how you
Hey,
doing,
thank you
man?
guys for having me. How you guys doing today?
Good, man.
Good, man. Good.
This crazy week already.
It's dude. It was a crazy weekend, and then it just kind of kicked it off. Honestly, like that was
Before,
the biggest thing ever
before we
happen.
start, man, I never thought in my lifetime where Super Bowl will be a second thing to talk about. I never
Yeah.
thought that in my lifetime that would ever happen. And
Exactly.
literally, the trades have broke every single news barrier. And no one's talking about Super Bowl that's coming up in like
Yeah.
5 days,
Honestly,
So
no one really cares right now.
crazy. Man.
I feel like NBA stole the spotlight. NBA is officially back.
That's crazy,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Crazy. Let's get into it, Tapper. Let's get into it.
Yes. So first and foremost, of course, the biggest trade of all time.
Yes.
Luka Doncic traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for AD and a couple of role players and a 2029 pick. This was, I mean, honestly, on paper, it's a highway robbery, right? There's no way this would ever happen. They even tried to do this trade in 2K and they rejected. That's how crazy this trade was.
Yes.
I'll get your thoughts on it. Amit, you first.
Go for it.
What were you thinking about it when you saw it?
Honestly, I got Shab's tweet right away, and I gave a call to Keneal. I was like, "Hey, did you see Shab's tweet?" He's like, "No." I was like, "So I sent him the text," and he's not like, "So we both started doing our research to see if it got hacked or not," And then so Bleacher sent out a article, but then they rescinded it and they took it back. So okay, that is fake. And then Shab's second tweet came out, saying it's the real deal.
Yeah. He
I
had to make everyone thought he was hacked, and then he had to go back on and be like, "No, this is real, guys. This actually happened."
It's crazy, man. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, this just shows like Lakers will always have a star for the next generation every 10 years or so, I mean, the history is repeating itself again.
It really is. It's crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. My reaction, man, I'm so shocked. I mean, just like everyone, I literally thought Shams got hacked, like everyone. Amit said I got a text from him, and it says Lakers acquiring Luka Doncic exchange for Anthony Davis. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, and I didn't know. I was happy at the same time. I was sad because I like 80. 80 brought us a championship. And I never thought that Lakers would blow the shit up, and they did. And I mean, we got a one in a generational player, man. Like he's 25. Yes. Hasn't even entered his prime. He's a 5-time All NBA. Let that sink in, man. He's played for 6 years so far, but he's 5-time All NBA. Not All Star.
Steph Curry has
All NBA, man.
Yeah,
and that's hard to make that list, And he's only 25, man. I mean, like honestly, what. I've been listening to a lot of people talking about this, but my favorite people that I want to listen to when something good happens to the Lakers is Bill. Gosh, I love it.
Barkley.
Yeah, Bill Simmons, and you know what? And honestly, he's a Boston homer. He loves his Celtics.
Right.
And he kind of said it. In the '60s, somehow Lakers got Will Chamberlain. In the '70s, they got Elgin Baylor, right? And then in the '80s, late '80s, they got their Magic, right? And then in the '90s, late '90s, and early 2000s, they got their Shaq and Kobe's. And then early 2000s, they got their Pal. Early 2010s, like 13 or 18 in this case, is going to be, Anthony Davis. And now you're in 2025, you got Luka Doncic. You got like all once in a generational player, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. Like, what do you do, And I forgot Kobe's trade in that in between, No one's had that.
LeBron.
Oh, LeBron. There you go. We got signed LeBron in 2016. See, there you go. Like, but I don't know, man. This trade just blew me, man. Like,
yeah.
There hasn't been there hasn't been a superstar that's like this superstar. He didn't even request a trade,
Right. That's the thing.
They just traded him in his prime. We've never seen that like that.
Yeah. Like Luka did not want to be traded, right? And honestly, he's 25, so he's just getting into his prime. Like a lot of NBA players get into their prime around 26, 27, 28. That's when they like are in the best peak of their careers, and he's just getting into it, right? So like I don't even know what Dallas was thinking. I know they said they wanted to win championship and they want to have defense, and the best defensive big man is AD, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But like Luka is somebody that's built for your future. Like you don't look at winning it now. I don't think Dallas Mavericks are going to win a championship even now.
Yeah.
But you threw away the entire chance of you winning it in the future because Luka already got you to the finals. Like all you have to do is keep building around him.
Yeah.
And you had everything there. And the fact that they just let him walk, I mean, as a Laker fan, like this is the best thing ever. I was very frustrated with the Lakers this year because I give so much crap to Kanye. I'm like, bro, this team is not gonna win.
Yeah.
Like, stop hyping him up. We're not one piece away. But now I'm like, the Lakers are officially back. The LeBron era is gone now, which
Yeah.
I'm happy about. And now it's all about Luka. Build around him. LeBron's gonna be a mentor, quote unquote. But we're not gonna do anything this year for sure. But like the next 10 years, dude,
I don't know about that.
we're not guarding anybody this year.
Yeah. That's what I've been telling
We
you.
got no big man. Valanciunas
I
just
mean,
got traded.
look, the deadline
no
is
one's gonna come
tomorrow.
here.
Look, the deadline is tomorrow at 12 p.m. And 3 p.m.
Who are we
Eastern
gonna
time,
get?
right? No, it's
Ayton?
not about getting. No. I mean, look, you can't replace AD first of all, and and the center market, like Palinka said, is pretty dry out there. You just need a serviceable center, right? I mean, you gotta understand, like Luka took, I mean, Lively was a rookie last year, I think, right? And he made him into a really good, center out there. Made him look good. And let's see how Lively does now without Luka, right? Luka makes things easier for a lot of players, right?
Yeah.
And so what I'm trying to say is that Luka took a Dallas team. Luka took a Dallas team to the NBA Finals that had no way to be in the NBA Finals. There's better teams out there. OKC was good last year. Denver was good last year, right? I think OKC was 1 and Denver was number 2. I think
But then those acquisitions at the deadline really helped Dallas. They changed, like PJ Washington gave
I
him a
agree.
defensive
But
identity with Gafford, right?
I know. Well, okay, look, Lakers might not make the finals. I'm not saying that, but look, right now they're currently tied for 4th. And all they need is a big man who can actually just play and play defense and get rebounds and block shots, right? That's all. We don't need a big man to score 20 points for us. We need him just to get block shots and rebounds, right? And I don't know who they're gonna get. I know there's some names are out there, but I do feel they'll make a deep playoff run though. I don't know if they're gonna win the finals or not.
I don't think the Lakers' mindset right now is we are win now.
Yeah,
we would be win now if we kept AD and added like Jimmy Butler. That's a win now. With Luka and now AD gone and another first round pick, everything gone, like we should just be like, let's just get the season out of the way, see what LeBron wants to do. I don't think LeBron's really happy about this. He probably wants to be gone. Even though he said, "Oh, I didn't waive my trade clause," all that kind of stuff, he's not happy about this because he knows now it's no longer his team. He didn't even know about the trade, which tells me that even the Buss family is like, we're not going to get any input from this guy because he ruined it with Russell Westbrook and a lot of other stuff that he's wanted to do. So let's not even add him to the conversation because also like, Maverick Carter and all them, they all leak stuff too. Rich Paul, they all leak stuff. So they didn't want anybody involved, which tells me the Laker organization does not want LeBron around for very long. Either retire or go somewhere else.
I mean,
so
look,
we're not in a win now situation, which is a good thing because we got a young coach. We got a young superstar now. Let's get these two developed. JJ Redick and Luka actually have a very good chemistry. They were teammates together. They played a lot against each other, so they know each other very, very well, which is good. I think we just build from here. No, don't pressure it to be like, let's go win a championship. That's not our case right now. Maybe 2 years down the line.
If they did leak it, because AD shares the same agent as LeBron, so if they were to really ask LeBron, he could have talked them out of it, saying that I'm gonna waive my no trade clause if you guys do,
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, Tappers, I understand what you're saying. It's not a win now situation. But when you have LeBron on your team, it's gonna happen win now. I mean, when you put LeBron and Luka together.
Yeah, but
we don't know what's going to happen to that, man. To be honest with you,
this trade, it tells you that Lakers don't want to listen to LeBron anymore.
No. I'm not arguing about that. No. I'm not arguing about that. This is completely focused on build a team around Luka now, right?
Yeah.
It's not about LeBron.
Yeah.
And
So
and
now it's
LeBron,
like let's build
yeah,
a team for 2 years ahead that can win
yeah,
this championship. 2 years ahead,
yeah,
right?
exactly. And then I do feel that, look, you gotta understand one thing too. Lakers got to put up. Look, I don't want people to have a mindset that, okay, we have a young guy who's 25 and let's take our time and build this a championship team. We don't have. You gotta understand, Luka only has 18 months with LA. He hasn't signed a 5-year deal yet. He hasn't signed a 4-year deal yet, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if Lakers don't put up a product in the offseason, if Lakers don't go in the
Still
offseason,
walk.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, with LeBron, every offseason was a championship or bust. But I'll tell you right now, man, Luka's the same way too. If you don't put a championship around him, he's gonna leave too.
Yeah.
And then
Which is why I think we should get LeBron. We should get a big trade asset for LeBron and build and really build around it. Because if you want to keep Luka happy, Luka and LeBron are not gonna do anything together. They're not gonna win anything together. So like we need to have like I don't know, a big trade happen
What do you,
with
Tapas? I want to hear this. Where do you think this team is going to go? I mean, they're currently tied for fourth. What do you where do you think
we'll
they're
get
going to
to
miss the playoffs?
We're not winning anything though. We're not winning anything.
Okay, so what do you think? Like first round and out, or second round and out? Like that's what you're
Be second round. Yeah.
Second round?
Right. I mean, honestly, I don't know how this happened. The betting odds for Vegas, they actually bumped Lakers up
Yeah.
to fifth,
Yeah.
and then they pushed the Mavericks down. Which I honestly I think Mavericks got better with this trade. They are actual legit title contenders.
Yeah.
With this trade because Kyrie's healthy, AD's healthy, everything's good. Like they got better, right? So I would expect them to actually make a push because they are in win now mode. The Lakers and with LeBron and Jokic, I mean Luka, I don't think that's gonna be a big thing where because we don't have shooters for them. Who's gonna be making the shots besides Luka?
I mean, now Reeves is gonna have to play off ball too, right? And he's had this
and
stronger
LeBron will have to
game
play off ball a
as
little
with the
bit.
ball. With D'Angelo, he was struggling off ball, so
Unless
now
if you
Reeves has to adjust to his
Look,
game.
I'll tell you right now, man.
Unless if they do what Kyrie and Luka did, which is what like they switch spots, right? So Kyrie would come in the fourth quarter, make all the shots, but then the first 3 quarters all Luka. Like if that's what they do with LeBron and Luka, that's fine. But besides that, I don't see it.
Look, one thing I always learned, man, like just doing sports, is that Vegas knows something that nobody else knows. And Vegas, when Vegas put Lakers odds, I think 16-1 now or whatever it is, brought it really high, really close. They know something we don't know, right? I mean, like I'm being honest with you, they're like on my place. When you put LeBron and Luka together, that's gonna create something crazy good, and that's gonna
that would happen if you ever trade a top 2 player in the world. If you traded Jokic to the Wizards championship would also jump too. Like it's just a thing.
But in the West,
right?
I mean, in the West, like you're jumping that high, man. I don't know, man.
The West, besides Oklahoma City, it's kind of wide open.
Yeah,
I know. I've been telling you that.
Besides Oklahoma City, I don't see anybody else.
Even OKC, I'm not scared of, to be honest with you, man.
Right. But the Nuggets, I mean,
Dallas has a legit chance to actually win it this year if they can stay healthy.
Yeah. They're good. They are legit contenders. I will give them that.
So let's talk about the Dallas side of it, man. I mean, you saw the fans like crying and like
yeah.
It reminded me of R.I.P. to Kobe, but it reminded me of Kobe's thing, where people put flowers and poster and jerseys and everything out there, and like literally it kind of reminded me of that scene because I went there. So I mean, what is your take on the Dallas side of it, man? Like what did Nico Harrison did? That's his name, right? Nico. What do you? Why do you do this? And do you agree or disagree with the move that he did? I mean, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Amit.
I honestly think so. Before I go into that, so Dwayne, I don't know if you guys read Dwayne Wade's comments.
What do you say?
So Dwayne Wade said
conspiracy,
that there's a conspiracy because he said on the business side, so you get Luka who has the 6th best jersey sales. So now you put him in LA, who's gonna have the number 1 in jersey sales.
He does now
already. Yeah.
And he's saying all the Europeans are coming to California, so we're gonna get all these new fans in basketball. So Dwayne Wade was saying that the ownership or NBA pushed this trade to happen to LA to gain more viewers in Europe. You know how they're trying to build that new league in Europe also. So he's saying that this is going to take precedent. So
there is something. I mean, of all the teams, right? They hand Luka to us essentially for free on a discount of all things too, right? Like they didn't even wait for him to sign a supermax and then trade him. Like it was just literally just here you go, right? There is definitely something behind it, because the Lakers, and that's I think what was really pissed off a lot of basketball fans is like, why did Lakers get a first shot and the only shot at this? Why do we could have traded somebody else for Luka? I think there's definitely truth behind that a little bit as well, because the ratings are also down too,
Yeah.
like significantly. Now, again, like Keneal said, this is Super Bowl week, and we're talking about our first thing. Even in this podcast, is literally the NBA, and even in ESPN, the last like 4 days is still all first thing is ESPN is like Luka trade. Like everybody's just talking about it, and even Patrick Mahomes like, bro, what's going on? Like, am I not playing this weekend? What's going on? Like, I'm going for a 3P, and no one gives a shit, you know?
No one does, man. No one does. That's insane, man.
And then I think another part of it is also what I really think. Who was it that said it? I forget. But they said that this is what the NBA owners wanted, was to get the control back in their side. I think Sham said it as well. He's like, I talk to a lot of owners. They like how NFL owners run their thing. Like players don't have empowerment. You do what we say, or we get cut. No guarantee contract, all that kind of stuff, right? They want that, and this is a way to get it, because now you didn't sign him to Supermax. You made Luka cost him $116 million in extension, all that kind of stuff, right? Then you have people like Embiid who wants to sit out. You got Kawhi. You got all these negative people. Jimmy Butler's a good example too, and they're done with it. They want some kind of control, and this is like the biggest like flag. Like, guys, we're not gonna play around here. If you throw tantrums, you're out of here.
Yeah.
Get out, and that's when no one is safe. Everyone is like scared. Even Anthony Edwards was like, I called my GM. I'm like, please, bro, like, don't trade me. I like it here. Like, this is good. Don't trade me away. Like, even he was scared too. So I think there's definitely something behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I do think Dallas now has a 3 year window that they have to win to justify this trade. I mean,
I honestly don't think if they win, they justify it, because
Look.
in 10 years, I think the Lakers with Luka will probably, and if he
Yes.
stays, obviously they will win at least 2 or 3 championships with him.
Yeah.
Look, the way I see it, man. Look, I understand people are always gonna bring up the conspiracy, right? Same thing with Chiefs, right? They're gonna be like, "Oh, they want Chiefs to win because the refs want." Then we'll go back to back, right? Look, man, I don't see any. Okay, there's no way in hell I feel that any team will give us anything, right? I mean, there's a Lakers negotiation, and then there's rest of the NBA negotiation, right? Again, like I told Amit, right? 2 years ago, Tapas, Lakers had a better trade offer for Kyrie, but they took the Mavericks offer, right? The Mavericks offered Dorian Finney-Smith and 1 first-round pick, right? And Lakers offered. I know you're not high on Austin Reeves, but they offered Austin Reeves and 2 first-round unprotected. Right, and they took the other one, right? And obviously, if you look in hindsight, right, you would want that 2 first-round picks unprotected. And looking at right now, Austin Reeves is a really good player, man. And so so the thing is this: that's even going all the way back. Lakers wanted Garnett, right? Well,
Yeah.
Who was the president and the GM of Minnesota at the time? Kevin McHale. And where did he went exactly? He went to Danny Ainge in Boston, right? Lakers were heavy. Lakers had a better package to give. They were giving a Bynum, Lamar Odom, and a first-round pick. And all Boston did was give us Al Jefferson. That's it, right? So that was the better trade, right? I mean, they had a handshake agreement that they're friends, they know each other well, right? So if you look at the history, right, with Nico and Kobe and Rob Pelinka, right, they all intertwine with each other, right? Because they travel the world together, right, with Nike. And the thing is this: Nico's the one who signed, Anthony Davis to that Nike deal when he was coming out of college from Kentucky. Right. And Kobe groomed him as well. And so Rob being, Kobe's agent and partners and knowing Nico as well. And so they all were close, right? And so at the same time, Nico, always had a fascination of having Anthony Davis, right? He loves Anthony Davis. So he probably felt the fact that, hey, look, we went to the finals, right? And I guess he, in his judgment, is thinking that, hey, look, we went to the finals, but he probably thinks that it wasn't because of Luka we went to the finals. Like what Amit said, we acquired right players and everything was gelling at the right time, making the finals, because they made acquisitions last year, right? He probably felt that. Look, if you look at his statement right away, he talked about culture. He talked about defense with championship,
right? That's all bullshit. I mean, it is
right, exactly. But so he, even and the one thing he said in his press conference is that, look, I'm not gonna be here, 10 years. So he's like, I'm trying to win now, right?
Yeah, he's
And-
YOLOing it, but like, but this trade. I mean, you have to be honest. This trade makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
Even in the hypothetical sense, like
You don't
not
trade a
conspiracy,
25-year-old.
It just makes zero sense.
There's
this
got to be
happened.
some other stuff that hasn't come
Yeah.
out yet that's going on behind the scenes, maybe.
I don't think the Dallas, because the Dallas Mavericks are new. The ownership is new, right? They're the new owners of them.
Yeah, they
It's
don't
not
care
Mark
about it.
Cuban
They're casino
anymore.
owners. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, they probably didn't want to pay him the money. Honestly,
didn't.
$325 million. That's for sure. And the only way Nico could make this trade is because the owners were involved. It was they said it was an owner to owner and GM
Yeah,
to
it
GM
was.
talk
Yeah.
only. That's it. No coaches were involved. Nothing like that.
This is the same thing what Sam Presti went through. I think what Nico went through. When Sam Presti went to the owner at the time, those were new owners at the time too, and he said that, hey, we have James Harden and we have Ibaka and Kevin Durant and Westbrook to sign all them, and he said, I'm not paying everyone max. There's no way. So right away, if you look at that Harden deal, it was the stupidest deal ever. It didn't make no sense. For Harden, right? So what I felt that is that I think Luka was eligible to sign the extension this summer, and Nico probably went to the owner saying that, hey, we know he's going to be owed $350 million for 5 years, and that's a super max. And so the owners were like, look, they don't care too much about basketball. They're like, no, that's not worth it for a player. You're talking about a little over $250 million right there. You're gonna be paying. He's like, I don't want that shit.
I mean,
again,
and then
as a Laker fan, I can't
as
complain.
a team,
Yeah.
Yeah, as a Laker fan, I can't complain, right? We are on the better side of this, and like as far as Luka losing $100 million, like he'll gain that in 1 year with all the endorsements of LA. Just being in LA, even having now he has a top jersey sale, like everything is just gonna get him all the money. Man. So so it's not gonna matter to him. He'll make that money anyways, right?
And then even like LeBron's 1 more year after this, then Lakers have all that cap space in 26 to go get their second star to help them.
There's gonna be a lot of people available, man. Like in 26, like you have Jokic, Giannis, everyone's available, but then And so, but I'll tell you one thing, man. The West is wide open, man. Man, I would not be surprised. You can mark this, man. February 5th. I wouldn't be surprised if Lakers playing the finals.
If you
and I know you're not gonna agree with me, Tapas.
No, I don't. But I'll throw this to you guys, right? Like, if you were to say the Lakers were to meet the Mavericks in the playoffs, who wins that series? I mean, you go first.
I mean, if Lakers as currently constructed, I would say Mavericks.
Oh, hell no.
I don't think Mavericks. I mean, Lakers don't have anyone to guard AD inside.
Yeah, exactly.
AD would just dominate them.
Who's gonna guard AD now?
But look,
as present constructed, what's your favorite new power forward that we got recently? Finney Smith.
Yeah.
Is averaging a triple single.
Right? I mean, dude.
Hey, look, he's gonna knock down AD.
I mean, he's gonna be the starting center now, right?
He's your new what's that?
I
Cam
hope,
Reddish, right?
I hope Lakers and Mavericks face each other in the finals, man. Because the ratings will be great.
Luka can go nuclear.
NBA will be back, and to your point, currently constructed, I will still pick the Lakers, man. Because you know what, man, I believe in LeBron, man, and LeBron's playing with a vengeance. I know you think LeBron's washed up, but he's playing well, man.
I'm not. I don't think he's washed up.
Yeah, I mean.
You think I hate the Lakers? I don't. I'm just saying, as constructed, LeBron can average 40, Luka can average 40, but no one else is going to do anything for us.
No,
and we're
our
not
players
going
are
to guard
stepping up,
anybody.
But I don't think you've been watching NBA while. I mean, in the past week, they've been stepping up.
It's the wrong time to. Okay, now because Luka's a whole different player, right? With the ball in his hands, Lakers have to redevelop chemistry now, right? So they can't in the West right now. You can't.
Reddy's got to figure out everything.
But they got Kucher. They got 5-game cushion from the 10th, so they do have like.
So right now, they can't afford to go through the pains because you could go like with 5 games losing streak, you can fall to 10th.
Yeah, you'll be in the 10th. I understand. But for any big trade, right? I mean, look, Tapas. All I'm saying is that if you put 2 basketball IQ players together, right, or even Ahmed, right, if you put 2 basketball IQs together, you can't tell me they're not going to work out. Like you can't tell me
Westbrook has IQ. You saw what happened to you.
Right, exactly. I agree. We found out Westbrook doesn't, right? I mean, to be honest with you, he's just basically a stat, sheet, basically triple-double. That's it, But I mean, Luka's not like that, though, right? I mean, I don't think Luka's a Westbrook. I swear, I'm not. I'm telling you right now, Luka's not a Westbrook. Luka's a very highly IQ player, and even LeBron, even at the age of 40, he's still talented enough that he has IQ as well too. So you can't tell me those. It's kind of like Kobe and Powell, or Darian and Wemby right now. The way they're doing, they played well together, right? So I disagree where you're saying that there's going to be an adjustment where they might not play well together for a while. I don't think so. I think they're going to mash right away and just go, and just steamroll, and just kind of take. It's not going to be a Westbrook experiment where Lakers are just going to go on a 5 or 6 game losing streak.
It's gonna be like the Kyrie and Luka thing, right? Like when they started playing together, they missed the playoffs, right? That one season when Kyrie got traded mid-season, they missed the playoffs because they could not figure out how to work together, and they end up getting out of the playoff picture altogether because they were fifth, and then they dropped all the way down.
At that time, Luka was out for like 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, but they still missed the playoffs.
What I'm trying to say is that when Luka came back, it was end of March, which is almost playoff time, and that's when they were going down the drain. If you're gonna miss your star for that long, you're gonna go down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Luka,
I'm telling you right now,
he's not guaranteed to play the whole season this year either because he's just coming off of an injury that he's re-aggravated the last 2 seasons. He's had the same issue, so he's not gonna be maybe 100% this whole year as well. But
exactly.
but that's what I'm saying. Why push it? And then besides LeBron and Luka, like now this team we have nothing. Like I don't think we're so bottom heavy as far as like point guard and small forward, but we got no big man whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, they gotta
be able to do anything.
They're not done.
And Luka is not gonna make us a defensive team, so our defense got much worse.
Well,
and JJ Redick is already complaining about our defense as it was with AD, which is one of the best defenders in the league. He's just gonna freaking throw the chalkboard at Luka every single game now because Luka doesn't play defense either. That's what I'm saying. Like that team is not gonna win. Now, I'm not saying I don't like LeBron. Blah blah blah. It's not.
No, I'm not saying you don't like LeBron.
Constructed, this team.
You don't think LeBron's in the top 10 right now? That's all I'm saying.
He's not.
That's what
he's not. He's not.
Only the true LeBron diehard like you think he's top 10. But besides that, an actual NBA fan.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if they're in the finals? Are you gonna be like? Are you gonna say again what you said about the Rams? I was wrong. I'm sorry, Kenny. I was wrong. You're right.
The Rams are in the finals. I don't have to think about this. They're in the finals.
No.
Lakers.
I never said Rams in the finals.
I don't have to waste my energy thinking about it.
You didn't even have Rams in the playoffs, and I said they're going to make the playoffs.
They made it, and then they're not here, right? They're not in Super Bowl. I don't have to think about the Lakers being the final because they're not going to be there, right?
And now Rams are going to start getting worse.
Yeah, because Cooper Kupp is going to be gone too. So we'll talk about that later.
I don't know, man. We'll see what Lakers do.
Again, great thing for the Lakers. I don't know what the Mavericks are thinking. Again, there's a lot of layers behind it as well. Yeah. There's a lot of things that'll probably come out in the thing. I think this whole thing by him being out of shape, that's all BS. They're just trying to cover up whatever other issue was. Like, can you say it could just be the owner saying we don't want this guy. We don't want to pay him.
I think that's the real issue.
Yeah,
I do feel that Mavs, the way they're constructed, they can actually win a championship.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. They got better, definitely got better.
I mean, you got AD, man. I mean, with Kyrie,
and they got shooters around them.
And then the rumors that they're gonna go for Durant. So I don't know, man.
In the offseason,
they're trying to. They're trying to go for the trade deadline. A 3-team trade with Butler, but that didn't work out.
But that got killed, man. All right, man.
Yeah, that got killed pretty quick. But yeah, the other trade, Jimmy Butler today traded finally to the Warriors.
Yeah, man.
Big thing here for the Warriors, they didn't give any of the young players. They just got rid of Andrew Wiggins, who's been having a nagging injury.
A lot of depth, man. A lot of depth, bro. I'm
just Jimmy Butler.
You know what? Though I'll tell you right now, though, I think Butler in Golden State is a better fit than Butler in Phoenix Suns.
For sure,
definitely.
They needed this. They needed another ball handler or ball hog or whatever you want to call it to kind of take pressure off Steph Curry. Now look, watch Steph now. He'll go next level with shooting because. Go ahead, Amit.
I don't think. Yeah, they had to give up their depth, right? Because they were below 500. They had to do something to keep Steph.
I love this trade. Right? I love this trade for Golden State, man. I love this trade for Golden State.
Yeah, they only gave up Wiggins and Schroeder wasn't fitting in after he got traded to Golden State.
Kyle Anderson,
Yeah, Kyle Anderson was
slow-mo.
Just a piece, yeah.
But yeah, man, I love this trade for Golden State. I think it's going to help Steph a lot. And to be honest with you, man, the writing was on the wall. They had to do something.
Yeah, for sure.
Steph needed another player, man. Because
dude,
I felt that if they didn't do anything, I think Steph was going to be traded this offseason. He will demand that because he was tired of it.
Okay, I don't think he would be traded. I think he would.
He'll demand the trade. He'll be like, I want to go in somewhere now. I'm done.
For sure.
So I think he would have if they didn't do anything. And they got him for two more years now. Butler, I think it's a great combination.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
But
You know, I just remembered. And I know you were very bitter about this in the offseason when Klay Thompson went to the Mavericks. I think he probably wishes he came to the Lakers. He
yes.
went
you know
to the
what though?
Mavericks for Luka, and
You
now
know
he
what though,
literally
man? Like Clay sucks, dude. I've been watching the games.
Yeah.
He's a shell of himself, bro.
he's kind of been on and off.
It's
He's
like
like a
one
buddy.
good game and then
Yeah,
like five
Yeah,
yeah,
bad
exactly.
dude.
Yeah,
games, you
It's not
know?
a Clay though. It's not a Clay
yeah.
Thompson.
It's not
He's more like a
Klay.
Buddy Hield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You look at it, you know.
but
He's a
yeah,
shell of
but
himself now, you know?
yeah, I think with this Butler trade, I think the only interesting part is him and Draymond Green. How does this dynamic work? Because they both are very, very hard headed.
Yes.
Draymond is, as you know, like pushed KD out of town. I think the Warriors, honestly, if they were about to get KD back, but he didn't
He
want to
doesn't
go
want to
there.
be there.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why that's the case. Because honestly, that would have been a good championship contender right away if KD
Katie
went
did
to the
not want
Warriors again.
anything to do with Golden State, man. The
But
divorce was
like,
so messy and bad, man.
yeah,
And I know,
because
I know,
Green is there.
I think it had to deal with a couple of attributes. One is Draymond, what happened
Draymond.
between them, you know. And second, I felt that they rushed him too fast in the finals, and he tore his Achilles, like basically ruined his career.
Yeah.
And
Right.
third is that all the finals they won, the two finals they won, he never got credit for it, you know, because
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
a championship team already, right? So he's like, I
Yeah.
don't want any smoke with that team anymore, man.
Yeah,
It was
but
terrible.
his reputation has gone down because he built a super team in Brooklyn that didn't do anything. Now he has a super team with his sons that are even worse. Like, you might as well just go back and just tuck your tail and be like, it's kind of like Tyreek Hill. Like, just go back to where you came from. Like, that was when you had success. Just go back to the Chiefs or just go back to the Warriors. So, like, you fit in better there. He won't have to be a leader anymore. Like, Steph is a leader. That's a natural position. But with Butler and Green, that's the only thing I don't see working. I think they'll butt heads a lot. But it's
But you know what though,
interesting.
man? You rather have that because Butler's a good player and Draymond's a good player as well. But you rather have that on defensive force and kind of go at it and be that bad boys Pistons like how they were, like just go at the players, you know?
Yeah.
It'll
Their
be great,
defense
man.
is going to be so much better now.
I think the biggest loser, man, is Phoenix Suns. To be honest with you, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Standing pat? Yeah.
Biggest
and
loser,
it's
man.
all because of Bradley Beal. He's the one that screwed it up for them. This guy did not want to go to
They literally
Miami
shopped
for
him
some
for every
reason.
team, and nobody wanted his contract.
But you know what? I'm happy he did that. You know, he had a no trade clause, and he's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting here.
Well, look, why wouldn't he want to go to Miami? He would be better fit in Miami.
Why would you want to leave Phoenix, bro? I mean, you're in West Coast.
They suck. Like, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're playing with Devin Booker and Durant, dude. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want to, like, you know?
I mean,
But
it's an easy ride.
He probably doesn't want to reroute his family mid-season, you know? So it's like...
But all to him, man. He reminds me of Devin George, you know? I'm not bringing this up, but, like, this is, like, 15 years ago in history, right? When there was a trade for him and he blocked it because it was like...
and then when he was going to Dallas, right?
Yeah, it was Dallas. He was getting traded from Dallas because Jason Kidd was going to come in and play with Dirk Nowitzki, and he blocked that trade because he had a no trade clause. And I still remember this, and I loved it because, dude, you have no trade clause for a reason.
What kind of bench warmer gets a no trade clause? I never got that either. Like, I don't know how. Like, that was the weirdest thing too.
Hey man, the Wizards, he was a franchise, so they gave him whatever he wanted, man. So
yeah. I mean, what do you think about this? I guess as far as the Warriors, are they legit contenders now with Jimmy Butler or same?
I mean, I wouldn't say they would be a contender right away. I just think there's still glaring holes what they need. Mm-hmm. But it does give them toughness what they needed and another voice, you know? Like, they legitimately didn't have another score besides Steph Curry that could score 14 points, you know? It gives them a score. True. And I actually like this trade for Miami, too. Andrew Wiggins is not a bad piece, you know? In the East, I think he will still keep them as a top 5 team.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I completely agree with you.
I agree.
And you know what? Warrior, like Tappa said, man, kept all their young pieces. Moody, Kuminga, the other little white boy,
Podensky.
He kept him. So I like it, man.
They still have a chance to make another move tomorrow with some of this.
But they did over. Do you think his extension is overpaid? $62 million a season for the next 2 years.
You know what? It is overpaid, but you have no choice as a Warriors.
Yeah.
Because the cap, the way it works, you can't. I mean, you're not gonna have that cap room. You have to go get someone. You know what I'm saying, in the trade, and like no one's gonna be a free agent. We're gonna still have like 2 more years left. I mean, they just signed the other guy Anderson for another 2 years, so no one's gonna leave yet. You know, so they had to go. You're kind of like stuck by that. You got to pay that. You know, no matter what.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. So, I mean, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I don't see the Warriors making any noise. Maybe again, they'll stay in the playoff picture, maybe play in a little
I
bit.
mean,
But see, the whole thing, Tap. I understand Lakers not gonna make noise, no Warriors will, but this makes NBA better to watch,
it
man.
does.
Like
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure
you
it
get to
does.
keep
makes
Steph
it better
Curry
to
and the
watch.
Warriors.
100%.
Like
100%.
you
I'm
have
not saying
you
that.
have Dallas and the Lakers are back.
Yeah.
You have, dude. I'm telling you, in the West, when you have Steph Curry and LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the playoffs, like going crazy, dude. That's what you want in the playoffs, man.
And that's what Golden State wanted, right? They needed to keep Steph Curry for another season as long as they
Yeah,
can, right?
yeah.
So this does keep them for another season for them.
You
Yeah,
know,
for
like
sure.
think about it. Warriors facing OKC in the first round. I will tell you right now, Warriors will probably upset that shit, man. They'll win that. I mean, Steph and Jimmy Butler will go crazy, dude, on those young boys, dude. I'm telling you.
But yeah, you know, like again, it makes it more competitive for sure. Now, I'm not saying they got worse, they got better.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like they're not any close to a championship than they were before.
Yeah.
Right?
They're
Like,
clo-
do you think they're better? They're
West is wide open. Look, Tappers, I hate this shit right here. The West is wide freaking open. Anyone, I'm telling you right now, anyone from 1 through 10 can make the
Yeah.
finals. And I know you disagree with me with this. I know you do. But depending on the matchups, as you can tell, depending on the
Yeah.
matchups, who's gonna go somewhere? Because I'm telling you right now, 1 through 10, anyone. I wouldn't even be surprised if Sacramento Kings, who made that trade with
Yeah.
Zach Levine, make the finals because it's just momentum. Like you don't know who you're gonna face.
So
They catch on fire.
you think OKC is too young? Is that what you're trying to
dude,
say?
it's not even young. It's like that young and also inexperienced, man. I mean, think
Inexperienced, yeah.
about it. They could have beat the Dallas team
how
last year.
how are they inexperienced? Who had the best record in the West last year?
Well, OKC.
Okay, so and they got eliminated second round, right?
Yeah, against Dallas. Yeah.
Okay, so now you build on that, like how the Boston Celtics were. Everyone said they were always too young,
Yes.
and then second season of their dynamic is when they win the championship. Like that's why I don't see this whole thing of they're too young, they're inexperienced. They were number one last year.
Look,
They're number
man,
one this
I
year.
understand
They will be
Shai is
number
the
one this
stud.
year.
I understand Shai is the stud. I'm sorry, Tatum and Jalen Brown. I don't see anyone on that roster who's a second fiddle like that. You know, on OKC. I'm sorry, Williams is not a Jalen
but
Brown.
there's a
who's freaking
reason
So
why they're
Williams has
39
taken a
and
step
9.
this year.
Yeah,
That's why there's a
he's
reason
an
why they have the
all-star. He's an
best
all-star.
record. Yeah, but there's a reason why they have the best record in the league. If they were all scrubs in that team, then they wouldn't have the best record in the league, would
And
they?
they don't
LeBron
even have
can't
the
even do that
second
with
best
scrubs.
player with them, you know? Chet
Right?
Holmgren is still out,
Mr.
you know?
Top 10 player couldn't have a bunch of couldn't even with AD couldn't have a number one roster in a number one overall team. And Shai has it with a bunch of nobodies, according to you, right? So
Besides Williams, I mean, Chet's good actually. You know, he's gonna come back from the injury.
there you go. Chet, coach, they have it all, man. So I don't think OKC is just gonna
He's
roll
still
over
open,
first
man. West is
round.
And then
okay. I'll tell you right now, West is more open than the East is. I know Boston's coming out of that.
Yeah,
For
that
sure.
group.
I'll give you that. Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Boston's gonna win the East no matter what.
I can tell you that, you know, with the okay, I'll tell you right now, if OKC faces Denver, right, in the second round, I think Denver has a chance to upset OKC, man. No answer for Jokic.
I still say I think by low key is Memphis is coming out this year as long
Yeah,
as
he
they
thinks
stay
Memphis is
healthy.
gonna make the finals. This guy
As
thinks
long as they
Memphis.
stay healthy. As long as they stay healthy, I think they can come out.
Ja can go crazy.
Yeah.
Ja can put up 40 if he needs to. He might have to dunk a couple of times. But yeah, again, like I'm getting Warriors. The West has gotten more competitive. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But there's only like a couple of teams where I'm like, I feel good that this team's gonna go all the way, and I think it's OKC or Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
That'll be it. The two teams that I would think, okay, they still got it. Honestly, though, Sacramento looks scary now because they also just added
the trade they made, man.
Valanciunas.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Exactly.
And they just got Valanciunas today too. So like they got Valanciunas and they got Levine. So like,
what do you think about that trade, man? With San Antonio, with Darian going to San Antonio. I mean, yeah, San Antonio and Zach, Chicago trading Zach to.
I don't know why they made that trade because they fired the coach of the year because of De'Aaron Fox, and then they let him go too. Like I don't get it.
It's like that time in Utah when they fired Sloan and then traded Darren Williams.
Yeah, I was like, pick a
The
side.
Sacramento GM came out before the game today. He came out and said that like Fox didn't leave him with no options because when they approached him about off season, maybe like signing an extension, and he refused to say like, okay, he literally told him, I don't want to be here no more. Like I need a
Wow.
change of scenery.
Hey man,
I mean, honestly, yeah.
I lived in Sacramento, man, for about 2 years, man. I would want to leave the area to a different period. There's nothing in Sacramento. The only hope you have is 1 hour away, which is San Francisco. That's about
But
it.
like San Antonio is any better. San Antonio is like
So
Sacramento,
I'm
Texas.
just gonna say it on the air right now. So Pelicans have traded Brandon Ingram to Toronto for Bruce Brown, Kelly
Oh, yeah.
Olynyk, and one
That's
first round
true,
pick.
dude. I just got that too. Yeah, right now.
Holy moly!
All right, man. Live break, dude. See, this is the reason why I want to do a podcast like right
Dang,
now, dude.
We got the Ahmed
So,
bomb right here.
dude,
Holy moly!
Yeah, look. So yeah, you're
Got the
right. New Orleans
insiders.
Pelicans have traded Brandon Ingram to Toronto for Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk and one first round pick, huh? And 1 second round
Wow.
pick. Oh, wow. Brandon Ingram gone, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
BI.
I still don't.
Yeah, but
No, I was telling Camille too. I just don't get this trade from Toronto side because they got RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes playing the same position.
yeah,
So
they're
I
not
don't
going
know.
anywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
neither with the Pelicans. I guess they had to kind of blow it up too. They probably had to get rid of
So,
Zion
what's your
as
guys'
well.
reaction to this, man? I mean, what do you guys think, dude, about this? What team gets better?
Nobody.
I mean, obviously it makes Toronto.
The NBA
it makes
loses.
Toronto
What
better,
happens
but
here?
it makes Toronto
BI
better.
should have
But
gone
like,
to a better
really,
place.
do they even still make the playoffs though? Right now, because
No.
like they're so down there right now.
Yeah, Toronto Raptors are 16-35, and then the Pelicans are 12-39. So
Well,
this is nothing.
East sucks, man. So you can just make that playing tournament, man. And
I guess if Philly can win,
they can make the 9th or 10th
or
and get in that
playing
play,
at
man.
20
Playing
and
round.
30, I guess.
West is kind of hard to get to that level. I think Pelicans are doing this is because I think they're
blowing
now.
up.
Now I really feel that Zion's gonna be traded or CJ McCollum. I think they're cleaning house now.
Yeah.
By them trading Ingram away, Ingram was one of the young pieces.
But the thing
Zion.
is, he was a free agent, so they didn't want to pay him the money that he wants. You know,
they got. I mean, the only value they got was a first round pick, right? Bruce Brown's not a value, and Olynyk's not a value, so they only did it for a first round pick. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised if you're Golden State, wouldn't you have jumped on Ingram then? In that case,
yeah, that's a better fit.
A younger player to play with Steph, like wouldn't you? I mean, over Jimmy. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
But I honestly think it's probably because Jimmy is a better veteran and a win now player. Ingram shows he can't stay healthy, right? Like, I don't think he's played more than 50 games in a season last couple of years.
Not, and he's also playing for the Pelicans. He's not urging to get back out there to play, you know?
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think they have to get rid of Zion as well because you wouldn't give him the max. Right?
Yeah.
Zion.
He already has Supermax, man. He already signed that Supermax, dude. So
that's right.
I really think they should just clean house on everyone, build around Murphy, you know?
But yeah, Murphy's a really good player, man. Murphy the third is really good. So, but man, dude, so that was a big move right now, Tapas.
And I wish BI would have gone to a better team, though. That'd be good.
He's a free agent, man, so he probably will next year.
Come back to the Lakers.
Dude, I don't think the Lakers can afford him, man, but I wish.
Your pipeline is still Joel Embiid, right? Your dream win.
I don't want Joel Embiid. Please, for the love of God, man, don't make me hate the Lakers again.
No, with Luka, man, I would want.
No, dude, I don't want Joel Embiid. You know he's. Luka is my favorite player in the league, and you know my most hated player is Joel Embiid. I cannot stand that guy.
Hey,
I don't want his ass.
Just to go back to the Lakers, you know what's the one player they're trying to they might sign if they don't get a center? He's a free. No. I mean, you know the answer. Don't say anything.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, there you go.
Laker fans in Dwight Howard. I don't know what your affinity is with this guy. Wait, is he going to come back to grab someone's wiener again? What's going to happen? What are we doing here?
Sports stint.
Every single time, like as Keneal and Vishal are always like, Dwight Howard's gonna come back to the Lakers. No, it's gonna happen. Watch. I'm like, why do you want Dwight Howard?
He stopped Jokic. He played defense on him, right? We want championship. Okay. So don't give me that shit, man. We won because of him, man.
He's a Jokic stopper.
Stopper, right? Dude.
If he was a Jokic stopper, every team in the league would be running to get him right now.
But honestly, if you need a Jokic stopper for 48 minutes now Dwight can probably give you 15 minutes out of it, right?
Hey, you know what? If I'm the Lakers, man, go sign Dwight and go sign McGee, bro. Bring them back. Bring them boys back, you know?
For like a super minimum contract, $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Bring them boys back, you know. Let them put the minutes at center position, you know. Who cares? We have 12 fouls. We have 12 fouls to give out, man. You know, so let's do that. Let's do it.
All right. The next trade we had today was the Bucks trading away Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma.
That's
Interesting.
such an interesting trade, man.
So Middleton's
what is
been
Milwaukee
injured,
doing?
right?
What's Milwaukee doing, man?
I guess Middleton's been injured, and they want to get younger. I mean,
Yeah, I
Kyle
see
Kuzma's
that.
an idiot, but like,
They
better
also
than
got
Middleton.
but they made 2 trades today. They also got the center from New York, Sims.
The
Back
Sims,
him.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, that
But
one.
that could mean they were probably either moving Brooke Lopez or Bobby Portis then
Bobby
tomorrow.
Portis, yeah, probably
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
I heard the array of names. But yeah, man, Kuzma, I think he just gives them youth and more athletic, wing player than what, Middleton
Former
was
champion.
doing. Exactly.
And then it also brought them under the second apron, so
Yeah,
it
they're-
gives them more
they're-
flexibility now.
They're actually below the first apron too, I heard, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so I
With this
heard.
Kuzma trade?
So
Wow.
yeah. So now they have more flexibility, and so I think they might be Ingram can go there as a third player with Damian and Giannis, man.
He's not
A
even
wing
better than
player?
Kyle Kuzma though.
In the
is he?
offseason? No.
If you have
Dude,
Kyle
Ingram is
Kuzma,
better than Kyle Kuzma.
But
Ingram,
Milwaukee did try to get all these Jimmy and all them. They all said no to go to
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
again,
they need to get better defensively. Like that's the thing.
man,
Yes.
you've
Who
been to
can they
Sacramento. That's how
get?
Milwaukee is too.
Yeah. Who can they get to make them a bit better defense? Because Kyle Kuzma's not going to help with defense either. It's like, what trade could they make now? Because they got to go all in. Although Giannis leading, he's made it clear.
If they can use Bobby Portis to go get another 3-and-D guy, maybe.
I mean,
Who
to
they
be
gonna-
honest with you, I think Cam Johnson, man, they should have
Cam
gone after him.
Okay.
They'll give him that 3-and-D kind of player with a
Yeah.
big body as well too, man. Who can play power forward and a small forward. He's available. I mean, it'll cost him, but I don't know. But honestly, man, I would actually call up Knicks, man, because they're very they have a lot of small forwards, and go get Anunoby. I mean, he might be available because they have so many small forwards out there, man, that they don't know who to play when. So go get Anunoby.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they have 1 year to show Giannis they could do something. If not, he's gonna be hit free agency
He
also.
might end up in LA.
Hey, you heard what Giannis said, right, man? I want Jokic
Yeah.
to go to New York. I want
all the
this to go to big towns.
He wants them all in the big markets.
Yeah.
It's insane,
But
man.
this offseason is gonna be very interesting also with these free agents coming up.
I just love that Lakers have a future of the next 10 years.
Yes, that's
Amit
what I'm
hates it
talking
because
about.
Amit hates this right now because the Lakers are back, and he hates
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Lakers.
All
So-
Laker haters are hating it right
He
now.
hates the Lakers, dude.
Last 4 days, Khalil's first call to me. Hey, did you hear? We just got Luka. We just got.
Bro, I'm in cloud 9, dude. Honestly,
Dude, trust me. I was like, this is what we needed. This is why I'm hesitant with Lakers. We needed a future. We finally got one. And happens to be the best player. My favorite player
Palinka saved his job for the
Oh yeah,
next
dude.
10
Palinka's
years.
not getting fired anytime soon, man. I'm sorry, dude. This is.
And Camille, I want to hear no Palinka shade from you. You always trash that guy. I want to hear nothing
Shut
from
that.
you.
That's
on
you.
that.
You should get the.
I think
you hate
Palinka's great
Pelinka.
because he's a Kobe guy. You always like Palinka's just sitting around and doing anything. Palinka's trying to do I'm like.
But were you guys shocked? Like, no details got leaked from that trade.
But
This
dude, you
doesn't
gotta
happen this
understand, though.
day and age, you know?
It's too big
you
of a
got-
trade.
No, not even that. But you can't. Honestly, I understand why it was owner to owner and GM to GM is because you gotta have a trustworthy partner. Because the thing is this, man. Even if little leaks,
Yeah.
it's over. The whole
No,
team
but
is disaster.
you know what I'm shocked is because someone in the organization usually finds out and it leaks it to a reporter, right?
But they
Yeah.
never got there.
Like,
It never got there.
Yeah.
It never got
that's
to-
what I'm shocked.
It
It's
never
probably
was-
just
even
like one phone call. Like, hey,
He
we
didn't
want
even
to
get to assistant GM. He didn't even get to assistant GM.
if like someone like how he said we had a cup of coffee, like someone would have seen him at a coffee shop.
Right,
okay,
right.
a trade's gonna happen between these. Like
Yeah.
that
or
wasn't
like
even reported.
Sean McVay takes a vacation to Cancun and gets
man.
Matthew Stafford out there.
Exactly.
That kind of stuff. But for sure. They have to keep this under wraps. Like any minor league Shams get out there, people are blowing up over like what? Luka's on the block, everyone's calling him, right? They had it probably just one phone call, hey, I want AD, you get Luka, we'll figure out the rest. Let's do it right now. Okay, good. Let's go. It's probably something like that, super quick. Crazy. But yeah, Milwaukee Bucks, I think they get a little bit better again, but they're still one big move away from something.
But yeah, they had to do this trade because that Middleton was a shell of himself.
Exactly.
He had ankle surgeries both seasons.
Yeah, he's lost his identity a little bit for sure.
They say that Pelicans most likely will buy out Bruce Brown. That'll be a heavy commodity.
He's probably going back to Denver.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
so
gonna say
too.
if I go back Denver, right?
It'll be insane, man.
All right, then we got talk about Fox trade and the Butler trade and the Bucks trade, and then now we got Valanciunas going to the Kings from Wizards. So the Kings are getting a little bit better as well.
I don't know, man. Kings roster is so weird.
They don't have a leading scorer now besides Levine, honestly.
No, but like, dude, who's your freaking point guard, man? You have
Yeah. They got rid of
DeMar.
Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox in 2 seasons. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, Malik Monk is gonna be the point guard now, right? That's how
Exactly.
that's gonna
Dude.
work.
And you have Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and
Yeah.
then Sabonis, and then you have Valanciunas.
They got a lot of ISO ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know how that team's gonna work out. To be honest with you, man.
They probably should have
With
buy out.
with
Maybe,
Doug Christie, right? Their coach. I don't
Doug
know, man.
Christie. And he's new too, so who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, dude. Again, this trade definitely shakes up the NBA. I'm glad NBA is back. We needed something after football, so this is a good way. I think everyone's be interested when Luka first plays his game. It's probably the highest rating for a Laker game for a while.
It's gonna happen Saturday. They're saying against Indiana.
They
flexed that game.
that time.
They flexed that game to ESPN.
Yeah. So, and then them benching AD as well was probably a little sign. I mean, they say it was an injury, but that was kind of a weird sign that he just all of a sudden got benched. Remember, AD before the trade. Remember, they sat him out.
No, he was injured.
Injured.
He was supposed to miss a week. I mean, that was questionable for tomorrow, right? So he's all of a sudden
he was injured.
And when funny, Max Christie had his best game as a Maverick, his first game.
Man. But you know what, though, man? I mean, honestly, though, Lakers scouting, man, you got to give him credit. Max Christie was a second-round pick, and they, took time and made him a player, man. So and got good value for him. So
yeah, I mean, for sure.
I mean,
for sure. We
we
didn't have to get rid of Rui or Reeves in this. That's the win itself.
And we didn't give him 2 first-round picks. Only 1 first-round pick, man.
Yeah, I know, and not even the 27 one. It was the 29, like much later. And they're like, that's when Luka will be in his prime, so they'll probably get a 28th pick because of that.
So now they're saying that the 2031 pick has no value now because Luka's going to be in his prime. They're saying,
yeah, exactly.
So, has no value.
I was telling Keneal this. Lakers should use Reeves as trade bait to go get another person.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you agree?
I'll go get Miles Turner. I'll go get Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, yeah. There you go. I like that.
I'll put him back into
that's
the thing.
That's why I'm glad we kept Reeves and Rui, because we can use them to get better players. That's
I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana does it though, man. If they do it tomorrow, they pull the trigger and they're like, all right, fine.
Yeah, they don't want to pay him right in the offseason that they're saying.
Yeah,
so
might as well.
Then do you think the championship team do it right? I mean, Miles Turner.
If we get Miles Turner,
huh? I want to hear this from you.
Yes, I will put them in the top 3. And also, by the way, my prediction of the plane is now void because we got Luka. Okay, that's all. That was not our deal.
That
was not our deal. No. This is like a one in a chance, like Bhagwan miracle you got over here. Okay, don't give me that.
No.
Mine
Get
is
out of
void.
here, dude.
I am void.
If you get a superstar, you should be able to.
Yeah, exactly. My thing is void. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's void.
Oh my God.
You heard it here first.
How are you gonna avoid your own deal? Like that doesn't even make sense, dude.
If I knew, right, when I made that we're gonna get Luka freaking Doncic in our team, I'd be like, oh yeah, we'll be top 6 for sure. But
oh my gosh,
now it's void, man. It's void. All right, did we get Amit's Super Bowl pick?
Not yet, man. If he ever comes back, there we go.
Sorry, guys.
So, as you know, we got the Chiefs and the Eagles. You are Mr. Seahawks, same division rival as Mr. Keneal and Rams.
Hell yeah.
Who you got in this one, in this Super Bowl?
I actually got the Eagles. I think Eagles are going to take it, and they're going to have... I mean, I don't think there's going to be any conspiracies, because now I think everybody wants to end this conspiracy that the refs are helping the Chiefs. I think they will actually coach it fair, and Eagles win.
Keneal, you have Eagles winning. My stance is, I don't think I was clear with Keneal. I think the Chiefs will win, but I want the Eagles to win. Does that make sense? I think somebody on ESPN said it best. This is the best case scenario for all of us is that the Eagles win on a tush push, and then the Chiefs will bitch about it so much, and then they will outlaw that one. So we get rid of the tush push and we get rid of the Chiefs dynasty all in one season. That's a win for the entire NFL. I think that would be the best case scenario. It's a lose-lose for both of them if that happens. But that would be crazy.
Wow.
Do you think it's going to be a close game?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, 100% gonna be
Yeah.
a close game, man. I
Very
have the Chiefs,
defensive,
dude.
close game.
I got
Yeah.
the Chiefs, dude. I mean, three-peat, man. Like I predict them winning it beginning of the year, and they're there.
You did.
I mean, you hate the Eagles, like you
I
just
I
got
hate the Eagles.
It's the Eagles.
Can't stand them at all, dude. Like,
Come on, man, Sirianni. Next,
I mean, he
Sean
saved his
McVay.
job. He saved his job.
Yeah, I know he did. Imagine a backlash. You bench Saquon and prevent him from getting to his record, and then you end up don't making the Super Bowl. Like that would have been he would have been fired immediately. But he
Yeah.
did save his job with getting to the Super Bowl. Imagine that saving your job because you got into the Super Bowl of all things. But that team is loaded though.
I
On
don't know.
paper,
It'll be a close game.
on paper the Eagles are the better team. The Chiefs just
Yes.
have that weird factor of just pulling out a gutsy win.
Hey man, Mahomes going for history, dude. Three-peat.
Do you think if Chiefs win, he's gonna propose Travis Kelsey?
Taylor Swift.
To Taylor
No
Swift,
way.
oh my god, can you imagine that? I don't think he'll do it because that will completely overshine the Chiefs' victory. Like
Yeah.
he'll just dominate the entire thing. So like he'll probably wait like 2 weeks. Oh man,
That'd be
but yeah,
insane.
because you don't want to overtake Mahomes winning his third MVP or third. Yeah.
Well, definitely.
Oh
Dang, man. It's gonna be a good one though. I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a very close game to be honest with you. So
I personally hate both teams, so I wish we can have a draw.
Honestly, I just personally hate football's coming to an end. Now it's like,
Yeah, but
Goodness.
again, NBA is back. We are back, baby. They needed this.
dude, I can't wait. Everybody's gonna be full shift, and then March Madness comes up, man. So I can't
oh
wait for
yeah,
that.
definitely.
And then we got the Dodgers is completely owning everybody as
Mhm.
well. So it's just gonna be LA for a while, man.
Dude, LA's an international hub, bro. We got Shohei, and then we got Luka,
Yeah.
Luka Magic. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you hear? Lakers got Luka.
What did Portland do again? They're just relaxing.
I'm rooting for Portland to because they have so many big contracts that I want them to get rid of. Because right now, if you notice their games, like some days, like Scoot will be off the bench or Shaden will be off the bench, and they should be starting right now.
Hey,
if that's their future.
I'm his second favorite team is what? That is Boston, right?
Boston? Oh
yeah.
God.
Thank God he wears no stupid ass jersey of his Garnett.
Oh my God.
I got the Tatum or Garnett jersey.
Well, he knows now that Boston's gonna win the championship. So I think personally, they're just too damn good, right?
unless they beat their own self by not playing well.
Unless they find a way to beat themselves. I mean, yeah, I think Portland should probably give Jeremy Grant to us for free. Maybe if you guys want, if you want the 2031 pick,
include Ayton or Robert Williams, whatever you want.
Give us Ayton, please.
They've won 9 out of their last 10. They're getting better defensively, but it's just like they're still at the bottom of the pack of the West. Like,
yeah,
but
you guys should just blow it up again.
I wanted to, so we could
the
get
Blazers
Cooper
have been in rebuild since Rasheed Wallace left. They've been on a rebuild. Oh, I guess since Dame, right? Yeah, Dame.
Damn. Any big trades for tomorrow? Any predictions? Any big name moves tomorrow? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think they're done.
I think you're right. No, I think the biggest trades have already happened.
If there is one person, it would be Zion, I believe. So if Pelicans
Zion's
decide
the
they
only
want
guy
to clean house.
But everybody will do or nothing big, but just kind of minor moves.
Yeah,
I
think the Lakers will probably make a couple moves just to get some bigger bodies in there.
Is there any center left that who's available
for Lakers?
Probably not anybody good.
Yeah,
I mean they're going after Robert Williams from Portland, and then they're going after Nikola Vucevic from Chicago, and then Claxton, and then the guy from New York next. What's his name? Gosh, the center dude. Come on.
From Brooklyn?
No, Nick.
Knicks.
The
white guy?
Mitchell Robinson.
So those are people to keep an eye on, they're going after. So
I mean, Vucevic would be good.
Not Sam Adams. That's a freaking beer.
Steven Adams.
Yeah. Steven would be good. Yeah. Good. We need a big body like him.
Yeah.
But would you, out of those centers you named, would you give up the 2030 first round pick?
For Nikola Vucevic?
Yeah, for Vucevic, yeah.
I would.
Besides
or Miles Turner, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anybody else, hell no, dude.
Yeah.
I would have Jackson Hayes play center and Dwight Howard, dude. I'm good with that.
Just put Bronny out there, figure him out. He's taking up space.
Hey. True or false? Who had more threes yesterday, Bronny or James Harden? I'm not true or false. Who had more threes? James Harden or Bronny?
Bronny.
I didn't even see the game. And
Bronny had his first career 3.
He had more threes than James Harden, bro.
That's
More threes than James
But
Harden.
where is James Harden in the all-time threes list? You tell me when Bronny gets anywhere near that. That.
Hey, let's keep it apple to apple. I'm talking about yesterday's game. Who had more
keep
threes?
it apple all time.
I'm not talking about all time, bro. I'm talking about yesterday's
One game. Oh my god.
Dang, man.
For Bronny,
yeah,
man,
dude.
the dude's got to get traded. He can't get traded, but like he's got to just commit to the what do you call that? The minor leagues. What do you call them? G League. Stay there, man. Don't bring him back and forth. Just keep him there.
I really thought Clippers actually would pull off a trade because now that Kawhi's back, maybe to get another piece to help.
Brad Ingram would help.
Yeah, I mean they could have used a guard or maybe a power forward to help them, but they're standing pat.
I'm sure the Clippers are staying pat though, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with their roster, man. That's crazy roster.
I mean, as of constructed, they're probably like a first round team now.
Yeah, they are exactly.
I mean,
6th place. I mean, they're not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think Norman Powell he's doing good, but I don't think he's the answer for them.
Yeah, for sure.
People think he's an all-star snub or something. Come on, it's Norman Powell, dude. Really? Like Charles Barkley always says, right? Somebody got to score. If you don't have a good team, somebody has to score, and that's Norman Powell for them, dude. I mean, come on.
Is he the most improved player of the year? Maybe.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, he did up his average by about 10 points.
I mean, none of us here thought the Clippers would be number 6 in the West with the way after Paul George left, right? And Kawhi missing like half the season.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
that's true.
There's something there. But I think in the West, Mavericks will probably move up a little bit in the standings. They'll probably get out of the play-in. I think that's about it.
Are you guys shocked with Houston? Like,
I'm surprised Houston where they are. I think Clippers going to the play-in, and then Lakers stay where they are, and then I think Mavericks move up.
Yeah.
Hey, what was our bet, by the way, about the Lakers like playing and non-playing? What was the bet? What was it?
That's void, but it's gone now.
No, I don't. What was it?
It was that the Lakers will be in the play-in tournament.
No. What was it amount of? What was it? $20? What was it?
$20.
All right, so let's not void the bet. How about this? I'll say Lakers go further than Dallas in the playoffs, and you like the Dallas, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that bet. That's easy money.
All right, man.
Easy money.
The only way is tied if they both get knocked off in the same round, right?
In the first round, yeah.
Any round.
Knowing the way it's going, they probably face it in the first round.
No. Hey, we'll make it a tiebreaker. If they both get knocked out in the second round, we'll see who wins more games in that round. They'll win the game.
With a better record in that.
Yeah, like if Mavericks go like game 7, 3-3, right? They won 3 games, and Lakers only got 2 games and got knocked out. Then
okay, yeah, I like that. That's better.
That's all I'm trying to get at it, Tapas. I know you want to have a void. Like I told you, Lakers were never going to be a playing team.
It has to be void. It's got again. No one predicted this stuff, right? This is like a once in a lifetime random event. This is like
but
when
honestly,
Kwame Brown left LA and we had a parade outside.
Hey, honestly, this like broke the internet, man. This broke the
sporting world. So
like everything stopped.
You guys know how much of a nerd I am, right? So I'm actually watching like a video game championship. If you just work with me here, right? I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a video game called Apex Legends. There's a championship happening.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, in the chat, people are talking about the Luka trade. Like they don't even care about the championship rounds happening. Like the 2 best teams are playing. They're like, "Oh my God, Luka to the Lakers." Luka's like, "Can you believe it?" Blah blah. I was like, and then I saw Keneal's text because it broke on there for me first, and then I got Keneal's text, and I was like, "What the heck is happening?" And then I went to the ESPN, and like they weren't showing anything yet. I was like refreshing the website. I'm like, it's not real. Then I went to Laker Nation YouTube channel. They were streaming, and that's when I found out that real. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah. I waited for.
That's how crazy it broke the internet, dude.
And honestly, like I waited for. Told me I waited for like another like reliable reporter like Chris Hayes or someone like. And I'm like, okay, fine, it's real for sure. Yeah. And Sham comes out saying 100% true.
No one believed. They're like, Shams, go live right now. You got to make sure this is real. Like, go live. And they're like, we need proof.
You see, like all these NBA players tweeting, like, "Is this real? Is this real?"
Yeah, and then even like Booker had that reaction during the game when he found out. Yeah. He's like, "What? His dad got traded? What the?"
I never seen like the world stop like this for a trade.
Yeah,
because like he did not demand that trade, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
But it's not a demanding like this is the best player. Like
Yeah.
this is like honestly, I feel he's like the second best player behind Jokic right now. Like
Right.
the best. You don't even think about trading a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
He's gonna be he's basically a franchise. He's getting shipped. And all you get is the Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first round pick.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. That whole video of Michael Finley taking Luka's beer, that really like looks so bad now.
Now we come to the sentence. Yeah, they don't like him drinking beer, you know. So.
Come on, man. The dude just worked his butt off to get you through the playoffs and just wants beer. Jeez.
I mean,
but
yeah, man.
That was fun, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
We had our first official Amit bomb during a live podcast.
I know, man.
Can you believe this? Holy moly!
What do you want to call it? A-bomb, dude? You know, like
A-bomb.
Oh man,
appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, we'll have you more often, man, during the playoffs. Yeah. You know, when Lakers are going to be beating the Mavericks in the playoffs, you know.
But all right, guys, we will end it there, though. Super Bowl in a few days, and then we'll be back on Monday to recap Super Bowl.
Hell yeah, back to normal.
Back to normal, and then back to the NBA grind. All right, thanks so much.
Man.
See you guys next week.
Peace out, guys.